Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in the world. It's 8:30. Uh, I got up at 6 this morning. That's it. I got up at 6 and I was sore. I couldn't really, yeah, today hurt this morning. Or not today. We don't know if today's gonna hurt yet. But this morning definitely did. So, took a hot shower, stretched after just to get myself warmed up, and I feel a little better. I didn't take pre-workout today. I want to see if I really want to make sure if that was the the cause for me going a little harder yesterday, and we'll find that out today. And as far as like the shakes, I mean, I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner, but for some reason I thought, because I was just so in like my pre-made shake mode, that I was like, oh, this needs to be 30 grams, or I need to only do like an ounce or whatever. But in reality, if I do that, I'm only getting like 25-ish grams per time that I drink a shake. And I mean, granted, that's like a 7 gram differential from like the stuff that I was drinking that was like 32 grams. But now I'm like, well, if I could push it to 40 grams and just, get more protein per time that I drink a shake, I think that's fine. So what I might start doing, and really what this is for is so that I could increase my protein intake as well. That's like my true intention. So instead of taking 3 shakes or 4 shakes at like 25 grams, right? But 25 to 30 grams, I'll take 3 of them. That's like 40 grams a piece. So that's 120 for the day. And then if I have like 2 meals that have either 40 to 45 grams, that's 80 to 90 more grams, putting me at 200 to 210 grams of protein a day. That 30-gram bump is huge. And the reason why I say that is because after the second check-in for the fitness challenge thing, my muscle mass dropped, and I was averaging out. I looked at the numbers. I was averaging out like 150 to 160 grams of protein, and then when I upped it to like 170, or no, not 170, 175 to like at least 175, but my goal was always to try to hit like 180, 190 ish. I mean, the results speak for themselves. I gained like 2 pounds of mass, which is crazy to think that 30 grams would really do that much of a difference, but it does make sense. And I have been looking into like the protein breakdown in your body, I guess you can call it, and like, man, there's so many mixed articles, but the for sures, or the overlying majority of these articles that I see, state that, and this is basically how I'm taking it, is, what? The best time, or not the best time, but one of the best times to take protein is right after you've worked out. Do what you will with that information. Everything else in terms of scheduling your protein, like as long as you eat it in the day, you're good. That's sort of how I understood everything. If I want to nerd out though, like the absolute science, just looking at like graphs and how they show like the gradual decline of like protein absorption or whatever, you probably want to take roughly, I mean, if you really want to be diligent about this shit, 20 grams for breakfast, 20 grams of protein. Well, for me, this is how I see it working for me. 20 grams of protein for breakfast, some carbs to give you some energy, but I'm not gonna get into that. Just protein first. And then after your workout, probably 40 grams. And then every 2 hours after that, another 20 grams of protein. Unless you're gonna eat your lunch and then you eat like a 40-gram meal and then you wait, 2 hours or, 2 or 3 hours or whatever. But realistically, every 2 hours, you want to be eating, if your goal is 200 grams for the day and you're awake for 16 hours, that's 8 meals total if you're doing every 2 hours. So 200 divided by 8. And that's your per serving gram breakdown that you should be at. So if I want to do, like, for the sake of even numbers, let's say I have a 240 grams of protein goal for the day, and I'm doing that every 2 hours. That's 30 grams of protein every 2 hours. Sounds like a lot, but I feel like I'm eventually gonna get there. But the good news is, looking online, it is possible to cut fat and gain strength at the same time. And then, once you cap out on the strength at the weight that you're at, or at the mass that you're at, then you could start focusing on a little more hypertrophy to gain some mass, and then gain whatever strength you could cap at that mass, and sort of rinse, wash, repeat. But that's sort of what my approach is slowly becoming, or like what I'm sort of like trying to fine tune it to be. And for anyone else doing this, you know what I mean? Like, I hope you're having fun. And I hope whatever I'm saying helps you out in whatever way. Be it like, if I said something wrong and you're like, oh, fucking Nick said something wrong again, and it makes you do something right. That's still good to me. But today's chest day was yesterday? Yeah, chest was yesterday, so today is back. I am pretty excited. My back feels good. It's not really that sore at all. I think my shoulders and my legs are a little more, I would say a little more in pain, or a little more sore than my back is. So hopefully it's going to be a good day. And today I think I might do more, and I know I say this all the time, right? So you know what? I won't even say it. I was going to say, I'll do more workouts, less yapping. But fucking A, man. You can't depend on me for that. I talk for days. I talk for days. Oh man. Ooh. That's the second one. The second warm-up set. So we're about to start our working sets. Ooh. I started on the high row machine. Went pretty ham there. God damn it. That already got me gassed. Oh. So it might be the pre-workout. It might have been the pre-workout. Alright, let's go for 5.
Wow. That's pretty heavy. Holy cow. I might need more than a minute. And I'm not sure if I should drop on this one. Maybe I should. That one felt a little rough. Couldn't really hold it as long as I would have liked to. All right, let's get it. Yeah. There's a little tension on these wires too. It's not smooth. Oh boy. I think we're gonna drop that one too. Woo. Ideally, I would have liked to stay at 121, but maybe I could stay at 121. I'll do like 5. Try to go for 5. If I could do 8, that'd be great. And that rhymes. 8 would be great. I just need like 15, 20 more seconds. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh. There's definitely hypertrophy happening right now. Eight, well, that was like 7 in the partial, but we did it. And ow, I think I'm gonna move over to maybe some bicep curls or something to take a break from the back real quick. Yeah, we just did like the high rows and then the lat pull down. So water, then we'll find another machine. That's a little close. I'll move that right there. Oh, don't want you to fall now. Oh man. Again, this machine right here is a sleeper. I kind of love the fact that it's almost always available. Oh, I gotta take a breather real quick. That got me gassed, but I was able to push pretty hard. Like doing 2 sets of 8 on the 121 is, especially on a lat pull down after doing high rows, that felt pretty good. I am not gonna lie. Ooh. I know I've been talking a lot about like strength. So on the flip side of that, well, first I want to talk about something I was jamming to these last couple of days. That I didn't really, or I wasn't really able to talk on because I was so like hyper focused on talking about strength. Hold on. I lost my train of thought real quick. Okay, I talked a lot about strength. And obviously the opposite of that, or not the opposite, but the next thing, or something that you talk about sort of like in side by side with strength, is hypertrophy. And as I said before, right, in order to obtain hypertrophy, you sort of need strength, or strength plays a part. But in order to obtain strength, you don't necessarily need hypertrophy. But in order to do both of those, the one thing that is required what's required on both of those is tension. Now, the first thing I asked in my head when I was reading, or when I saw like the whole like tension thing was, well, if both require tension, then how is it that tension from, say, like something like your 85% of your 1 rep max, how does tension from 85% of that give you strength, but how does like 30% of your rep max or your RM give you hypertrophy when you're getting the same tension? And I guess it's the way that the cells are communicating is kind of how I understood that. Damn it! And now I forgot which set I was on. I'll just move up one anyway. And it's sort of in like the signal itself. So like the way Mike, or Dr. Mike Israetel put it was, the intensity definitely matters. If you sort of picture it like if you've worked in a kitchen before, if you're doing 30% of your RM, but a lot of reps, it's kind of like the hostess or the waiter is coming in and saying, hey, 1 steak, hey, 2 eggs, hey, 1 order of pancakes, maybe every 5 minutes. But if you do a heavy set where you're at like 85% of your RM, that's like the waitress or the waiter or the hostess or the host coming into the kitchen and being like, yo, we got 1 table, a 10 top. They got 2 orders of two country breakfasts, two American classics, and 5 sides of bacon, 4 sides of toast, and all that stuff. That's the way I understood it in my head. And when you're doing high reps, low weight, whether you're doing high reps, low weight, or low reps, high weight, on a graph, over time, the simulation is the same, but the goals are and your body type is going to be different. If you do a lot of reps, you're also working on increasing your endurance and your stamina, and you're damaging your muscles a lot more because you're doing more reps. And when it's damaged, obviously that's hypertrophy, and it helps your muscles grow. So you might look buffer, or you might look more cut, more toned, versus someone who's doing low reps, high weight. But also, obviously, that depends on like both of the individual's diets and all that stuff. So that's a general idea. Whew. We did 5 of these here. We're gonna move over to another pull machine, probably the low rows, and then we're gonna find some vertical rows, and we'll keep getting it. That was fast. There was a low row machine already available, so I'm hopping on that. Alright, so we're not going to go for a warm-up set here. I think I'm just going to start my work set. So I'm at 121 right now, I'm going to go for 8. Yep, that's good. Wow. All right. I think I'm going to do that again. Eight of those. And probably like 5 of the 143, or maybe like another set of 8 of these, and then 2 5s of the 143. Might be able to hit 8 of the 143. So I'm sort of going for both hypertrophy and strength training at this point. And I figured if I work my body hard enough, I'll be losing the fat. Sorry, let me take all that back. Poor logic. My intention is hypertrophy and strength training right now, but slowly just trying to incorporate strength training, or some strength training aspects that I've learned so far. And by that I mean, I'm not really doing, like for the low rows here, I'm not really doing a warm-up set. I'm really just getting right into it. But it's because I've already like sort of started with my back already, and it's pretty warmed up. 8 is great. Holy shit. That felt good. Oh. If I could do another 8 of those again, that would be great. 2 sets of 8 on the 143. Holy cow. And that's coming from, you know, I was, at the beginning of the year, I was like at 77. So in 2 months, I got to 143. That's kind of cool. Maybe I just was always capable of it, and I'm just getting comfortable now with like the tension, but I don't know. Maybe I leveled up. I definitely need 10 more seconds. Oh. All right. Oh God. All right. 6. But I'm getting fatigued. So, we're done here. We're gonna see if we could, oh God. I don't know what I'm gonna do right now. Probably gonna find another row machine. Probably those, the vertical rows that I did last time that really got me. I'll probably do a burn set there. Probably won't record it. These videos have been like 5-6 minutes so far, and I have like, I think two of them, or 3 of them. So, and plus the drive, plus the walk off. So we might not get that on camera. We'll probably get some sit-ups on camera. Water first. Ooh. So we did, while you guys were away, we did the rear delt flies, as well as the bicep curls. I think we have the vertical row and maybe cable pullovers. These are getting slightly easier, so I might try to do 15. Well, that might be too ambiguous, or too too ambitious. Maybe not. Don't ego lift. But this feels comfortable. Finally. But that's like the whole, or that's what makes this whole thing fun, you know? Like once you get comfortable at a weight, it's time to get uncomfortable, you know? So whether it's shorter rest periods or more reps or more weight, it's more of a pick your poison kind of thing, you know? As long as you get the same amount of tension or As long as you stimulate good tension is what I'll call it. Good, efficient, optimal tension. There, we did 12. I think we do probably one more of these. And I see one of the row machines taken. So I'll hit the other vertical row machine. And we should call it a day after that. So I could still sort of push harder, so I don't know if it was the pre-workout. It's slowly inching me towards it being possibly the creatine. Oh, that hurt. All right. Oh man. I think the vertical rows I'm just gonna get right into. I'm not even gonna do a warm-up set on those. But for sake of time, we're probably not gonna tape those. My it's crazy. I looked at my phone and it ended like literally right when I was gonna say I'll see you at the walk-off or the drive-off, but my phone ran out of memory. So I found out that when you delete files on your phone, they are not entirely deleted. They end up in a folder called recently deleted, to which they stay there for another 30 days before they are permanently deleted. It's a good failsafe. I had no idea. Good failsafe nonetheless. Uh-oh. All right, just checking if my mic was on. Yeah, we're on. Okay. So right after the sit-ups, I found vertical rows, and we did about 3 sets of those. 2 sets at 150 for 8 reps, and then I did 160 at 6 reps. But I'm lifting heavier. And I know I say this a lot, but like, I mean, I just try to consider every angle, and it might be a placebo, you know, it might just be my mindset. I might just be a little more optimistic and ambitious with the weights, or just a little more aggressive with pushing myself. I don't know what it is. Even in like the heaviest sets, like before, where I could feel like failure as I'm like trying to complete the concentric, it doesn't feel like that anymore. Like I would be stuck holding it, and I could push just a little more to complete the to try to complete the rep, and it feels good. It feels really, really good. So that's good news, especially for these next 2 weeks. I'm like more excited than ever, and I'm that much more motivated to
to consistently kill it at the gym. To consistently go where my body has never gone before. Ah, man, now I don't know. I'm having fun. And I don't know how true this is. Marc, I'm calling you out, buddy. You said you wanted to gym it tomorrow, so I'm gonna hit you up, man. I'm gonna hit you up, buddy. You better be ready. It's going to be shoulders and arms day tomorrow. Shoulders and arms. I'm not gonna grab Chipotle right now. It's a bit early, but we were able to, just perfectly stay within the 90 minutes. Right after like my last rep of the vertical row, I looked at the time and I was like, wow, almost exactly 90 minutes. An hour and a half of tension. Oh my God. I kind of like it though. So I think I found a loophole in my workouts, and that's to just, especially since I'm focusing on just one muscle group, the first movement that I do should be the biggest, or a compound exercise that involves the most muscles of that muscle group as like my starting set. That way I have like a warm-up set, and then I have like 4 going hard sets, and then after that I won't have to warm up for the rest of my movements, unless of course, if I do like in between, like if I'm doing chest for example, and in between that I do my the crunch, flutter kick, plank thing in between that, then I might do one warm-up set when I go back to doing chest. But overall, I think I am utilizing the time at the gym a little more efficiently now. I feel like I'm pushing myself harder. I'm still within the time range or the duration that I set for myself. And I will say I'm drinking a fuck ton more water. I'm clearing about half a gallon at the gym. For sure. Like for sure. Which, I can't really complain, Makes it easier for me the rest of the day to finish the water. Not that it's like a chore or anything. Like now I find myself really, really craving water. Which could sort of be a double-edged sword, because sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I'm freaking parched. Like a fish out of a fishbowl. Just oh man, fucking Nick, he's yapping again. All right, so today was a good workout. Marc, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, buddy. And that's a wrap for today. That's a wrap. Peace out, y'all.